What do I think of Jordan Peterson? uh, I wish he would just say what he's thinking instead of saying whenever somebody actually interprets where he's leading. I wish he would just straight out say it instead of doing these long diatribes about, leading to a point without actually saying what he actually thinks. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Because anytime you go, well, wait, are you saying this because he actually is? He goes, no, no, no. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm saying we have to, and then goes on another long diatribe that literally says the same exact thing, falling just short. Okay. I've had this a long time coming. You brought up Jordan Peterson. Let's nail out Jordan Peterson. I have this great analogy about Jordan Peterson. Okay. You ready? So, no. Because I still want to finish this video, but I just want to do this thing really quick on Jordan Peterson. Just so you know where I stand on him, since you brought him up. Because I've been really excited to do this for a while. I haven't been able to do it on my stream, and it's legit shit. Okay. Jordan Peterson basically exists as someone who likes to not say what he's saying, but allude to his place, dragging you over, saying, I can lead you to water, but I'm not going to tell you to drink. Let's say you crash land in a desert with Jordan Peterson as the only survivor with you. And you go, okay, we're trapped in this desert. We got to find water. We're really thirsty. What are we going to do? Well, you look around and you see, that looks like water. That's close enough to where we could walk to it in enough time and not die. Good Lord. Just pay attention, okay? Because you clearly have the attention span of a 4-year-old. Just pay attention. Anyways. So, you go, okay, we're going to walk this way, Jordan. This is a great idea. This is the best way to survive. You start walking. All of a sudden, Peterson starts talking. I once read a story where it was two people similar to us who were trapped in a desert long ago, and they were searching for water. And when they finally found the oasis, it turned out that years prior it was former place of civilization, and it was an army base who decided that they were a rival faction who decided to poison the water to kill their enemies. And when they consumed the water, when the two people consumed the water, they fell to their perish. They fell to their death. And you just turn around and you go, do you think that's what's going on here? Is that what? Do you think that that's an oasis that could be poisoned? Could that be the one? I mean, where did this happen? Oh, no. I'm not saying it that's what's going on at all. I'm just saying it's an interesting folly that befalls the human, that they decide to accept what they see and see it as chaos. And it's just a very, very poignant story to the situation we're in. And you just kind of go, I'm just going to keep fucking walking towards the water. Because that's the only way we're going to survive. So I don't know why you told that story. And anytime I try to assume what you're saying, you tell me I'm wrong. So we're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep going. Okay. Just keep walking. All of a sudden, like a half hour later, Peterson starts talking again. I once heard a story long ago. There were two people whose horses died in a desert much like this one. And they sorely needed water, just like us. And they decided that they were going to start walking to where they thought there was water. They saw in the distance, it looked like vapor coming off the water. So they began walking, and they walked until they died of thirst because it was a mirage. And if they would have headed in the opposite direction, they would have been much closer to their salvation. And you just go, okay, are you saying that you think this is a fucking mirage and that we're walking to our death? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that this is a real poignant situation to what we're in, and we need to recognize that there are truths that we cannot accept. So then, should we still keep going in this direction or not? Well, that's not a decision I can make. Only thing I can provide is some context to hopefully guide you to some solutions that may... Dude, will you just fucking tell me, are we heading to death or not? Will you just fucking tell me that? And you'll never get an answer. That's Jordan Peterson. I've had that loaded up in my gun for a while. That's the problem with Jordan Peterson. He'll say, well, women in the workplace seems to cause more issues than they seem to help when they wear makeup that shows them off to be sexually aroused. Okay, so are you saying that you don't want women in the workplace? Oh, no, I'm not saying that at all. I don't know, honestly. I don't know if they should be in the workplace or not. He does that shit all the time. Because actually owning up to what he believes, that's the difficult part. Actually owning up to what he believes is the hardest thing to do with Jordan Peterson. To get him to actually say, yes, I believe this, in a clear, concise sentence, as opposed to making these word salads that you can, someone with half a brain and like some knowledge of the English language could deduce down to being, meaning something. Because like I said, he leads you to a place. But he doesn't tell you to go in. And if he were honest, he would be disbarred. So he'd be fucking chased out of town. Much like he was chased out of Canada when he had that fucking awful take on, what was that, C-13? When the fucking Bar Association of Canada had to come out and tell him that he was full of shit. Laughed out of Canada, but was able to make all his money off of the idiots in the USA. That's where we are. That's Jordan Peterson. I don't need to talk to you in Discord to say that. So I know you say, no, you're misinterpreting him. Because it's always a misinterpretation. Because he doesn't actually say what he's thinking. He leads you to a position. And it's no shock at all that what has happened from that is people taking the most extreme interpretation of what he's saying, and they end up killing people. What a shock when you just allude to everything you're saying, as opposed to just fucking saying it. And then people decide to take the worst interpretation of it. So that you still have plausible deniability to go, oh, no. I didn't say that. Because technically you didn't. That they decide to just off a bunch of people. Because they're angry. And they had, Papa Jordan telling them to clean their room. And instead of cleaning their room, which he doesn't do himself, they decide to clean up society. That's the problem with Jordan Peterson. Hands down.